Greetings. Are you settling? Are you trying to live above the level of mediocrity? How often do you find yourself just settling? Probably more often than you realize. The dictionary defines it as to accept someone or something that's not exactly what you wanted because you don't think you can have what you want. And once you adopt that mindset, you've accepted a life of mediocrity. Surprisingly, many of us settle for mediocrity in various aspects of our lives. We deal with jobs we hate, friends that let us down, and we may even let our significant other get away with some things we probably shouldn't. We often get so wrapped up in trying to make someone else or everyone else happy that we forget about ourselves. The fact of the matter is, you can't always try to please everyone that comes and goes in your life. No matter how hard you try, there will come a point where you realize that you matter just as much, if not more. And it takes time for you to step back and think about yourself for a change. I have often said that life is about choices, and the choices we make ultimately define us. We may not always be able to choose our circumstance in life, but we can determine the quality of our lives. When we do that, we can choose not to settle for mediocrity. So, how many of us have settled for something that just didn't quite feel right, or for the job that didn't allow any potential for growth and development? How many times have we settled for a relationship that brings more pain than joy, or for friends that are taking more than they're giving? We've all been in these kinds of situations at one point in our lives. Perhaps we thought it was our only alternative. Believe me, there are always options. Being mediocre and settling may seem like a safe place at first, where you think things can't get any worse, but that also means that they cannot get any better. So hold fast to these thoughts. It doesn't matter how stable or secure you think your life is, everything can change in the blink of an eye. The longer you go with the flow and wait for someone to give you an opportunity, the harder it becomes for you to break out of your mediocre mindset and make any change at all. The only future you have from following the masses and taking the safe road is a life of perpetual mediocrity. So, just how does mediocrity happen? We just don't all of a sudden wake up one day and say, I think I'll live the rest of my life just humdrum. What happened to that spunk that you used to have? What happened to that desire you had to change the world? Now you're not even trying to change yourself, much less the world. At some point, you said nothing is going to change. This is the way it's always been, and this is the way it'll always be. So you stop trying. That's what happened. It's because you don't have your mind right. The enemy continuously feeds you lies about how the world works and how you should act in it. The voice will say, just go with the flow. And if you let them, these thoughts will cripple you. You'll go through your entire life knowing that you were meant for more than this. You'll feel that you have an enormous potential and so much more to offer, but never quite sure why you're always living an average, mediocre, uneventful life. Although this may be where you are now, it doesn't have to be where you stay. Life is too precious to live in mediocrity. Life is a golden opportunity, and we should use it as good as we can. Life is way too short to settle for anything less than what we truly want. The moment we begin to settle is the most important role of our lives, is the moment we begin our descent into mediocrity. Excellence is the place where people who refuse to settle live. It's a journey of continuous progression toward the goals in your life. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and we'll see you here again next time. This is Linda H. Williams with your inspirational message.